Conor McGregor wants to fight Mark Wahlberg. He wants to fight him, and we're about to tell you why. Welcome back to TMZ Sports. Van Lathan here with Michael J. Babcock.
What's up, Van?
Conor McGregor is making a whole lot of trouble in America. We've talked about some of the issues that he's had, but now he's got a new issue and a new enemy, and that guy is Mark Wahlberg. Babcock, why does Conor McGregor want to fight Mark Wahlberg?
To be honest, man, we don't really know. Conor sent out a very threatening tweet at Mark Wahlberg over the weekend for seemingly no reason. He said, "I've decided to challenge Hollywood actress Mark Wahlberg."
Sexist as well,
right,
there.
Right.
Yeah.
A fight for all the shares.
Yeah.
Alluding to UFC ownership.
Right. So remember that Mark Wahlberg has a couple of shares of UFC ownership. That's what Conor McGregor wants. And I guess Conor wants to fight Mark Wahlberg.
Well, here's the thing. If you remember, Van, we got to go back into the vault, the TMZ Sports vault here. But we, at one time, shot Mark Wahlberg, and we asked him about Conor and UFC ownership, and he made a little offer to Conor. Check this out first.
McGregor wants part ownership. How do you feel about that?
Just cut the check. And as a matter of fact, I'll give him a peace of mind because you know what, he is the face of the UFC right now.
Really?
He deserves that. But also, you know, in business, you know, you gotta cut the check.
Wow.
Okay.
So there, he wants to cut the check.
Right,
Yeah.
so everything seems cool. What's the beef? That's the question. Well, a couple years later, after Conor got into some trouble, we caught back up with Marky Mark, and we asked him again about UFC.
Don't call him that, by the way. He doesn't like that. I'm just saying.
We caught back up with Mark Wahlberg, and we asked him about Conor and his UFC ownership, and he had a little bit of a different answer.
Still willing to give him your piece? You
No.
said that a while ago. No?
No.
After this, you're not?
Well, no, not because of that. I need my piece, man. Come on, he's got a big TV deal with ESPN and everything else.
Yeah.
Come on, man, we're making it happen.
Whoa! So he changed up a little bit. Doesn't want to give he cut the hair, and he also cut off all of his generosity right there.
Right. This was after the bus incident where Conor lost his mind through the dolly through the bus in Brooklyn. But Mark insisted that it wasn't about Conor getting in trouble, but it was about money. It was financially motivated. Either way, they have beef right now.
Now, that's your question. Conor McGregor,
Come on.
5'9", 155. Mark Wahlberg, bigger than Conor. Okay, he doesn't have. He's a bad boy too. He was on the streets in South Boston doing his thing. Do you think that this could be a competitive fight between these guys?
Starch Mark Wahlberg.
Starch him.
Starch him.
Wait, what? How do you starch someone? What is
You
that?
starch him like when you're like frozen on the ground, just like
Starched up. Oh, that's not a bad one. I like starch.
Starch him in like 10 seconds, inside 15 seconds.
Yeah, I mean, listen, a lot of people probably feel that way. I'm giving Mark Wahlberg at least a fighting chance here.
Hold on. Somebody, hold on. Where's the tweet? Steve, put up the tweet. Somebody said, have you seen Four Brothers? You remember Four Brothers?
It was a big deal. It was a big deal that
Right.
Mark Wahlberg could fight in Four
Right.
Brothers.
Here's Conor's response. I'll smack him and his four brothers around. It won't be the first crew of brothers I've smacked around. Check the history books.
That's
UFC
true.
history books.
The UFC, it's true. Listen, if he really wants to fight him for the shares, I'll tell you this, I'll watch it.
Oh, me too. I'll pay for it.
I would pay for it. But this is what Dana should do. Put the shares on the line. You should make Conor
No
McGregor.
paycheck.
No paycheck.
Just the shares.
Just the shares.
I don't know what Mark Wahlberg gains out of this. 'cause he-
If you like what you just saw, videos, great stories, and crazy photos, we've got more like it every single night on TMZ Sports on FS1.